Now, 1 in 4 people working in the emergency services have thought about taking their own lives. That's according to the mental health charity Mind, which says the majority of firefighters, paramedics and police experience stress or anxiety from the trauma they see every day.
Today, the Blue Light North East network was launched to try to help those who need it, giving support and trying to get more emergency workers to talk about the pressures they face. Frances Reid reports.
Andy's job is tough. He's one of thousands of emergency service workers we rely on to save our lives. Day in, day out, for decades he's been a firefighter, but he's one of many who say more needs to be done for those who risk it all. He had 4 months off work with severe stress.
Originally, I can't pinpoint it down to anything specific that happened. It was just a case of a cumulative effect. It was a lot of things mounting up and building up, and there were a lot of small things, 1 or 2 larger things, and you just think you're coping with it, you think you're getting on all right with it, and then all of a sudden you feel really bad about yourself. You're anxious all the time, the heart rate, the feeling nervous around people. You try and put on a brave face and you try and say, oh, I can do that, I can do that. You're always wanting to please people, you're always wanting to do your job well. You find out that you're not doing that, you can't do that. And we need to be in a position where we can talk about it and not bottle it up. It's the bottling it up that's causing the problems.
And having someone to talk to is the most important thing. Today, a pledge was signed as part of the Blue Light North East network. It will offer support and guidance for those who need it, including ensuring there are colleagues people can talk to before it turns into a full-blown mental health problem.
It seems almost stupid to think that people who deal with trauma on a day-to-day basis are never going to be affected by it. We found that 1 in 4 emergency service personnel had actually thought about taking their own lives. Anywhere between 85% and 91% of service personnel had said that they had experienced stress, anxiety and poor mental health.
It's all 3 emergency services and the volunteer sector. Some of the incidents that we've got to deal with are extremely traumatic. And we want to make sure that we're there for all of our personnel to make sure that mental health is checked just as physical issues are, and that we have comparity across the two.
Andy said it was not having anyone to talk to that made it much worse. By it being acceptable to open up and challenge the stigma, they can continue to save lives and perhaps even their own. Frances Reid, ITV News.
A campaign